Being a good reader is vital for success. There are many advantages of learning to read at an early age. Being able to read from an early age helps children learn more about the world around them. For example, by understanding directions on signs and posters. It will help them gather information. The more confident your child is at reading, the more likely it becomes a hobby or entertainment. Learning to read is a very different experience from learning to speak, and it does not happen all at once. There is a progression in the development of reading ability over time. The best time for children to start learning to read is at a very young age, even before they enter preschool. Once a child is able to speak, they can begin to develop basic reading skills. Very young children have a natural curiosity to learn about everything. They are naturally intrigued by the printed text they see and are eager to learn about the sounds those letters make. Young children like to look at books and enjoy being read to. They will even pretend to behave like a reader by holding books and pretending to read them. As parents, you're the most important first step in your children's journey into the wonderful world of reading. Reading often to your child will help develop their interest in books and stories, and soon they will want to read the stories on their own. With the help of parents, children can learn how to read from an early age. Make reading into a family activity and spend time playing word games and reading storybooks. This will not only help your child learn to read, but it will help them build a rich vocabulary, teach them language patterns, and help them fall in love with books and reading. Some other tips to teach your child to read from a young age are: Tip number 1. Talk to your child about everything and anything. Before a child can learn to read, he or she must first learn to speak. Tip number 2. Read to your child consistently every day. Set time aside each day to read to your child. For instance, read to your child every night. This will not only help with books and reading, it will also help with bonding and developing a healthy relationship. Tip number 3. Help your child develop reading comprehension. Typically, parents will take the time to read for their children, but in general, they do not put too much thought on whether their children understand what they are read to. Instead, occasionally, question your child on what you've just read. For example, if you read to your child, Jack and Jill went up the hill, you can pause briefly and ask your child questions like, so, where did Jack and Jill go? Or, who went up the hill? Young children may not catch on right away initially, but they'll eventually catch on and begin to develop a deeper understanding of what they're reading. This is a very important step in helping your child develop reading comprehension. Of course, don't do this every single time, or your child will quickly get bored and lose interest. Tip number 4. Have available a wide variety of children's books, stories, and rhymes. Tip number 5. Make it fun, both for parents and children. Read to your child using drama and excitement, and use different voices for different characters. Also, give your child the option of choosing what book they want to read instead of you picking the book. When reading to your child, read slowly and point to the words that you're reading to help the child make a connection. Always remember that reading should be a fun activity for your children. After you have mastered these habits and pre-reading skills, you can start to teach your child phonics. We have created a video talking about how to start to introduce phonics from an early age. If you like this type of content and are looking for resources and information to teach your child to read, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. You will be notified when we publish new videos.